My healer.
You guys want a feast or no?
We got that covered.
Borrel, do you have Cauldron? Awesome.
Do you have any Tano could have?
Oh. Oh, fuck yeah, I'm Australian. Suck shit.
Is that just excommunicated British?
All right, folks. Before we get started here, I want to really quick revert to last night. Again, what you guys accomplished last night should not be taken lightly. I was just messing around on Wild Progress, and I noticed that a lot of guilds are skipping Ashara and just going straight to Heroic. So that's always been our MO, where we complete normal and then we complete Heroic. So what we did last night, as far as beating Ashara, with the current gear that we have, not Heroic gear, that's a bold statement. So again, guys, you did amazing last night. Seriously, let's keep it up. Let's ride that wave into Heroic and keep the show going.
Junks?
Yeah.
I would just want to say something too. I've been with the guild for quite some time. Me and Junks started it along with Necro, I believe, and just the amount, how much better we've gotten is pretty astounding. Being able to clear normal in a week and a half would have been unheard of when we first started this guild. And so I just want to echo what he's saying, that the fact that we can do that is just a testament to how far we've come.
Agreed. So yeah, seriously, guys. I mean, that was no easy feat last night. Ashara is a very tough boss, and I'm sure it'll just get tougher on Heroic. But again, that's the one thing I wanted to let you guys know. I was browsing through Wild Progress, and there's a lot of guilds ahead of us, but that's just because that's how Wild Progress ranks, depending on what difficulty level you are. But when I saw all these guilds getting Heroic kills, I noticed that the majority of them did not get Ashara down. They would get up to Zakul, and then they would skip, and then go straight to Heroic. So again, what you guys did last night, that was amazing. Let's keep that up. All right, so Severa, not many changes here. The only big change we have for Heroic is now we have a resource bar that's attached to whatever debuff you get. So the key point for this resource bar is, one, if you're Frost, you have to keep moving. If you stop moving, your resource bar is going to fill up to 100%. And if you have the poison debuff, you have to stand still. If you move, your resource bar will fill up. If your bar fills up to 100%, if you're frozen, if you have the frost debuff, you'll be frozen for 8 seconds, and if you have the poison debuff, you'll be disoriented for 8 seconds. So that's the idea here. Of what we're trying to do is, number one, limit the resource bar to make sure it's not getting to 100%, so you're not getting stunned or oriented for 8 seconds. And number two, this is going to be a lot of personal responsibility where you need to watch your personal resource bar to make sure when to clear stacks. And when we clear stacks, what we're doing is basically just running into the opposite pool that we have. Remember those big pools that we dropped with overflow? So it's going to be a lot easier. You don't have to run to the other side, because now when she casts Inversion, if everybody remembers Inversion, where a couple players get targeted and then they have their debuff change and they got to go to the other side. When she does that on Heroic, it also changes the pools. Okay, so it's going to be easier for you guys to find a pool to drop your debuff. But essentially, we're looking at about 6 stacks, 60%, maybe 70%. If you're within that range of your personal resource bar, you should be really concerned about, okay, let me get to start resetting my stacks here. Now, just like with anything else, we can't do it all at the same time. It needs to be done in a staggered fashion, because when you do reset your stacks, it does raid-wide damage. So we'll have to keep an eye out for it. I don't want to revert to calling individually people out individually one at a time to tell you to reset your stacks. I think we're all big boys and big girls here where we can kind of figure out, okay, HP levels are pretty low. Let me see if I can hold out a little longer until the healers get the raid back up to a sustainable HP levels. Then I can drop my stacks, stuff like that. I don't suspect anybody here would go ahead and drop their stacks when raid HP levels are low. That's just it's a new move right there. So again, I'm not going to resort to calling out people to drop their stacks right away. But if it needs to come down to that, that's what we will do. We're going to keep the raid positioning same here. There is an alternative strategy to deal with the amount of movement that we have, but honestly, I don't think it's necessary at this point in time. But we're going to keep the same strategy. If it ends up being an issue where people, Poison is having to move too much and Frost is can't move enough, then we'll revert to that alternate strategy. But for now, we're going to keep it the same way we did last week. Okay, does everybody understand the personal resource bar? Thank you, Tana.
Yes.
Okay, so same drill. Stack on your tanks, your respective tanks for the crush overflow. We still want to try to stay in groups to take it out as far as we can. Right about where Tana put those markers at, that's where I want that area to be clean. Okay, so to the left of the green marker and to the right of the blue marker, that's where I want you guys to be dropping your pulls. I want the center of the room, north and south, to be perfectly fine for Kale and I to adjust the boss when necessary. I did tell you about inversion, so the pools are going to be switching too. So when you do need to when you do need to reset your stacks, it'll be a bit easier for you to find a pull to grab. And of course, frost shot bulks, same thing. Just take it to the face. Whoever gets it, if you're next to the person, just be quick to jump on that person and free him for because that person will be locked down to the ground. And of course, the overwhelming barrage, just making sure we're dodge all those bullets that she tosses in. All right, so feasts are pretty hard to obtain and come by, so I'm going to use up the rest of these sanguine feasts, so we can use this, and then once we get to this boss down pat, or once we get later into the raid, we'll start using them.
Would you do the tank thing for me, please?
Did you want them in the same group? Was that what it was?
Yeah, can you promote
I'm
them
good
to
at-
main tank and then move them in the same?
I got it.
Thank you.
Tide, same thing. As soon as we're all in position after the debuffs go out, go ahead and heal.
Yep.
Okay. Does anybody have any particular questions about this encounter? No? All right. Ready, check for pull. All right. Everyone's ready? Here we go.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
For Queen Azura! Your tactics are pathetic!
Stack.
My power cannot be contained! Your tactics are pathetic!
So when people get the thing, we need people to stack
Yep.
with them.
Wipe it up. Let's start over. Yeah, standing crap. I thought it would be more than a couple,
Your time to
but it seems like it's just one
wash
at a
away
time.
the filth.
What's up?
So, just banking on what Haley just said. When the overflow goes out, a couple
Such an
people,
easy
probably 2
target.
people, need to go out with that person to help soak the damage.
My power cannot be contained!
Do you want them stacking on the side or in the
I'm going to explain here in a bit.
Okay.
You are unfit to
Should we just have
mortal
some range
before
players
my
stand back a bit,
queen.
and the person with the overflow should just run to them?
Yeah, because I remember last week we were short on the melee camp, so I think we should be good as far as what do we have right now? We got what, 5?
Yeah, we're a lot
So we
better
should be
than
good.
last week.
Yeah. So if you're ranged, just kind of hang back a little bit to help the person with overflow, help soak that a bit. Okay, overflow. The single person that did get it and died, you guys did perfect. But what I want you to do is to kind of minimize the amount of running that you have to do. Let me put another marker up real quick just so you guys see. So if you're on the green side, just run over to moon and drop it right there, and then slowly start making your way downwards. Kale and I will adjust the boss when necessary when we start running out of room. Okay. And then of course, if you're on the blue side, start around purplish and eat up all that space. Don't just drop one and then start moving down. Like move a little bit left to the moon side and then a little bit to the right, and then start moving down. Does that make sense to everybody? That way we can quickly rejoin the melee camp, or if you're ranged, you're still within striking distance.
Yeah, with the poison side, I didn't move around, so I didn't see how fast it fills up. Is running that far going to be an issue?
No, you should be okay.
Can we start? Why wouldn't you start dropping pools next to us instead of run across the whole arena? I would pull the boss this way because your poison goes out right away. You're gonna have an issue making it to moon.
I think it's because when you need to reset stacks, it's too far to run. If you keep.
No, I'm just saying have the boss over here, and then we just position over here, as opposed to make the whole raid run 30 some yards. Sides will stay the same.
I think
You would
when
just
they
start
hit
dropping
you, you
pools
get a
somewhere else.
5-second buffer.
Are you talking about at the very beginning of the encounter?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't think it's that big of a deal. We'll just keep doing what we're doing.
You should get a 5-second buffer when you start.
Yeah, beginning didn't seem like an issue. I was wondering if the distance for running to drop it is going to be.
It's easier to pull a boss to a raid than move a whole raid to a boss, that's all.
All right, everyone's ready. Here we go.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
For Queen Ashara!
Stack on blue tank. Overflows are getting ready to go out. Remember, you need 2 people to go out with that first.
My power cannot be contained. Your tactics are pathetic.
Taunt. That was my fault, guys. Kale, move him down a little bit.
Time to wash away the filth.
Right there is good.
My power cannot be contained.
Same thing. Sit east west. Yep.
Such an easy target.
The spear off me.
In the depths, everything changes.
Pulls the switch and be careful.
Time to
Stack on blue tank.
the filth.
Not yet.
My power cannot be contained.
Tried.
Yeah, I know. I just wanted to get as far as I could.
Time to wash away
Dodge.
the filth. My power contained. I will pierce your heart. In the depths, everything changes. Time to wash away.
Want to get me or Moo up?
My power cannot be contained.
Jesus, having a problem with my push to talk.
Is that the best
Yeah,
you can
let's get Cell up.
20 sec.
Time to wash away the filth.
Battle Red Cell.
My power cannot be contained. In the depths, everything changes.
Scott Lee, someone who's right next to. Thank you.
Time to wash away the filth.
All right, just taking in the fight here. Just keep pushing. So hard as we go. Let's keep it going.
Contained. Is that the best you can do? Time to wash away the filth. Your tactics are pathetic. Such an easy
Okay, all right. So
target.
obviously our pool placement needs a lot of work.
You are unfit to
What we're going to do
rule
is
my queen.
let's give it the same world, but we just got to be a little bit more focused. I know I fouled up a few times as far as placement on there. Kale, I'm getting like weird timing as far as us when we're supposed to swap. Normally, I know we were swapping when the stomp, but as soon as the stomp goes off and then I taunt, then like my stacks are getting ready to drop. So I don't know if the same thing was happening to you.
Yeah, honestly, I'm good with taking the crushing blow. I don't need an instant swap after that. So if we just want to switch whenever our stacks fall off, that'd work for me.
Okay. All right. So, yeah. All right. So obviously, yeah. But once Cal and I kind of work on positioning a little bit better, that should feed off on the rest of the raid. So things should go a bit smoother, in my opinion. We'll continue to work on the same strat here. Let's just, obviously, there were puddles all over the place.
Is
Let's do. Yeah. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, is anybody getting a DBM warning for overflow? Because I'm not.
No,
You're not?
no, and I'm using Bigwig.
Okay.
So if GBM's not doing it, and Bigwig's isn't doing it, well, there must not.
BM only gives you a bar. It doesn't give you an actual warning for overflow.
Okay.
Can make I don't have it, but you
No,
can
I'll
make
be-
a weak aura for
I
it.
can keep an eye out for it. It's just usually I'm used to seeing big flashing things saying I have something, but now that I know it's not going to be there, I'll keep an eye out for it.
Okay, Kale. Let's just. I want us to make sure you and I, because basically our our pools are going to make or break this encounter to make sure if we're not dropping them in shitty positions, then everybody else should be good. So just do me a favor. If we're like in a crappy position or something, just get ready to taunt. I'll call it out. If you need me to taunt, then you call it out. Okay.
Roger.
Back for pool. Everything should stay the same. It's just, again, let's work on these pool placement. Everything else was fine. I don't think there was much of an issue. I think we were just running out of room because of the pools.
One thing I did notice, I went out with somebody who had it, and I also got the spear thing. So how do we handle that? Because I stood and took the stack with them and then got speared. And
Yeah, I mean, you shouldn't be doubling up on that.
Somebody just has to pick up your
somebody
Yeah,
wasn't
exactly.
soaked.
Yeah, somebody's just got to step it up. Kenny, just be quick about it. Anybody who, if that particular scenario happens to you, just be quick about it. Hey, I'm targeted. I can't soak. Someone else go out there with blue or green, whatever it is. But that's the type of communication. It's got to be short, sweet, simple, so everybody understands and they can react quickly.
10-4.
All right, everyone's ready. Here we go.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
For Queen Azura! My power
Overflows up.
cannot be contained.
Taunt.
Time to wash away the filth. Such an easy target.
Get him out.
My power cannot be contained.
Thank you, sir.
Kale, just taunt when I hit 6 stacks. That's when we're going to taunt.
Okay.
Time to wash away the filth. My power cannot be contained.
Did you have to drop?
I was about to.
It was. That's weird because I wasn't showing you getting ready to drop stack. All right, reset.
Time to wash away the filth.
Move her down a little bit more, Kale.
Is that the best you can do? My power cannot be contained. In the depths, everything changes. Time to wash away the filth. My power cannot be contained. Time to wash away the filth. Such an easy target. depths, everything changes. Is that the best you can do?
Let's get Draco, please.
Time to wash away the filth. My power cannot be contained.
All right, reset, guys. Let's go. Keep it together.
Your tactics are time to wash away the filth. In the depths, everything changes.
Second pause if you haven't used them.
I will pierce your heart.
Stun on AutoZone, get me out.
Time to
Get Cell up, please.
wash away the filth.
Toner, Kale, toner.
My power cannot be contained.
Stack.
Your tactics are pathetic.
Wrap her up.
To wash away the filth. Is that the best you can
Somebody
do?
hit her.
Shoot it! Yes!
Reincarnate for the win.
Fucking hell.
Nice. All right, well done. Obviously, we need plenty of work on this fight. That was the second pull we've seen on her, so still, great job. But yes, that fight will need some cleanup.
It's actually a pretty challenging fight for a first boss.
I've noticed the past two raids, Kale and I have been dealing with really difficult, or not difficult, just awkward mechanics for tanks in the first boss.
Woo.
Yeah,
Yay!
I'm gonna have to. I have to go back, Kale, and watch the videos to see, like when I was taunting and when you were taunting, to find out like what's the best time to do everything. Bro, are you streaming? Okay, perfect. Yeah, then yeah, I'll have to go back, Kale.
Yeah, because it's just awkward going off of stacks and having, one set ability that we swap under,
If you have
and then allowing the other person to get out there, drop their pool, and get.
if you have a designated healer to focus on your tanks, I main a tank. So we actually just held the swap on heroic until overwhelming barrage. If we were able to, we didn't have to swap very often until overwhelming barrage.
Okay, thanks for the
As
tip.
long as, and you just can't you literally just can't get hit by anything. That's the only thing. It just makes it a little bit more difficult.
Also, you could actually dodge the stacks that y'all get, and your stacks can drop her. Or should I say mitigate?
All right, guys. So for Blackwater, the Behemoth, everything stays the same. Only change for Heroic will be Slipstream no longer removes that healing debuff that you get. So if you still have it, the healing buff, you have to wait to use the Slipstream, or just basically you have to wait to enter that open waters at all. And if you hit a jellyfish while in open waters, you'll gain the healing buff and then pretty much die immediately. As those are the only changes on Heroic. All right, Kale, you gotta slow down, man. This ain't Mythic +2.
That wasn't me. I'm running back now.
So am I.
I mean, these trash packs are harder than the bosses.
Yep. Sounds like Mechagon. Interrupt.
Oh, don't forget to click on those orbs, wherever they are.
In the water.
No, for to get to Ashvane. Was it Ashvane that we needed to do?
Yeah, it's after we get through all this water.
Gathering to end
Okay.
prematurely. Enough of these games, Ajara. Face us. Patience, little one. We will be together soon enough.
Ashvane means to hold us at bay, but I can sense fonts of magic close by that are feeding into this room. If we disrupt the flow of those channels, Ashvane's barrier will fall.
You know what, Drek? I'm pissed off at you.
Why?
All the times we asked for speeches when you used to raid lead, you never gave us one, and now you bust one out.
I'm in a bubble. Back here.
You want some speeches, man?
Countdown drop.
Yeah, I need those countdowns. I need those speeches. I still remember those days. Those were good times, man.
Those days are over, dude.
Yeah, see that.
Can't go back to the past.
Tell that to the bronze dragonfly.
I let you guys push me around like crazy. You had me doing countdowns in Spanish.
Oh yeah.
Did you learn any other languages since then?
They wanted me to do French, but I refused.
Should learn like German or something.
Kenny, I tried to run from you.
But if it counts down
think
in
I-
German, we won't
Got
think
bubbles-
it's a nice thing.
Bubbles in the
It's
back.
look like he's
Exactly. German sounds so aggressive most of the time, so.
Let's go ahead and take care of this orb up.
Yeah, I'm watching this German show called Dark, and everything just sounds so aggressive. It's ridiculous.
So it's dark.
Sometimes. Sometimes the sun comes out, Tana.
From the east.
From the west.
Now you have my attention.
Little trickery there.
Wait for me, Moo. I might get lost.
Don't worry, guys. I'll toss a hammer when we get down to the pool. Was that a one shot, Clay?
No, not really. Well, I died pretty quick. It was a one shot.
I swear Clay has died more than me tonight.
Yeah, 8 deaths.
Telling you, these trash packs do not play around.
Oh, I need to start dropping me some BOE.
That's what I'm saying.
See, I can't link. God damn it.
Haley says Mama needs some money.
Yep.
I can't link the overall deaths anymore. My fucking
Why not?
details doesn't do
How
it.
convenient, because you'd prove yourself wrong.
I used to have like a running total.
Yeah, he wanted to top it.
Yeah, you get the most floor rep. Yeah, for some reason my overall death counter doesn't work on my current details. Not sure why.
I think if you die so many times, you become a carry.
We've been carrying Sin for many raids now.
Let me drop a
years.
hammer. Let me drop a hammer, guys.
When did you join us, Sin? Nighthold?
Yeah, it was
We
the
also
second night.
can't. We can't have a feast once we get down there. I don't know if you want to drop it now.
I felt like we did. Did we have
Yeah,
a
look at
feast?
me. I'm below even Cell and Moo.
You can't like touch the get onto the ground to eat. There's like a toy that I think that lets you do it.
All right, I'll just drop a feast down now. What were you saying, Tana?
Cell and Move die more than me. Don't blame me tonight.
Thanks for the heads up, Haley.
So yeah, Ty joined us in the Emerald Nightmare.
The very end, yeah.
Yeah, Cell joined us in Tomb of Sargeras, I think, at the end.
I was the second night of the first week into normal Nighthold. I
Yeah.
joined on Elisand.
Clay, were you around for Nighthold? I forget.
No. I came in TOS.
Okay. That's right, because I got you because I was sending out a bunch of random mail messages.
Yeah.
I remember
Yeah.
that.
People who were looking for guilds or whatever.
Yep.
Oh, that was funny. Yeah, me and Drac had this master plan to figure out how to recruit people. Drac was like, all right, I'm just going to send out a bunch of messages from WoW Progress, right? Was that what you were
Yeah,
doing?
I think it was WoW Progress, yeah.
I guess it worked.
Yeah, he's been with us pretty much consistently for, well, since he joined us.
He was
How long
definitely
ago was
taking a
that?
lot of crap from you guys in last expansion. I know that.
He's always been our punching bag. Only because he's not sub 4 yet. That's the only reason why we give him.
Hey, he's the youngest one and kicking your butts.
Yeah, take another. We
All
don't
right.
have to kill all of these.
What are you slackers
Stay
doing
to
back
the
there?
right. Stay to the right. Cell's just pulling everything that he sees.
Trying to be a Kurt Jr.
I get to be the lead.
God, that's someone who just dropped off the face of everything. Kurt was there 1 week and he hasn't returned since.
That's fine. They'll find him in Area 51 in September.
Is that when the raid's going down? September.
September 20th.
Why September?
That's probably when all their green cards expire. So. And I don't mean that in a.
The magic source is
I don't mean that in the whole aspect of illegal immigration. I mean that is in legalized marijuana. So before you start sending your hate mail to Haley about that.
Oh, I didn't click the bubble.
Neither did I.
I'm gonna drown.
Yes.
I'm running back myself.
Oh god, I totally forgot. Somebody say. Oh wait, hold on.
Oh, I made it.
I'm not gonna make it.
All right.
Oh, Clay.
You guys should ask the warlock to help you out.
Say, you have to tell me your name, otherwise I don't know who to give life to.
Or carry a.
Is that one right up there? Yeah. Okay. All right. Perfect. That was funny.
I got to like almost drowning. Like, oh fuck! I forgot to click the shit.
I think it applies if you rebirth people now, I believe, right? Didn't they bug fix that?
Yeah, they bug fixed it, so you don't have to have the diamond helmet.
Cookies are down.
I hope everybody, like Kenny said last week, I hope everybody has some diving helmets or.
No,
I got a warlock.
They hot fixed it.
Yeah.
They hot fixed it.
Oh, they did.
So if
Okay.
you die, you should get the buff back.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
it stays with you through death.
Poor Kenny.
Doesn't just let me know. I have it on my bar, so.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, for whatever reason, it wasn't hot fixed. Yeah. Just call out your name so Zal can buff you.
Because I don't know you, so I'm gonna need a name.
And your real
Not
toon
your
name?
real name, your toon name.
Your current toon name.
Your mother's maiden name and social security as well, please.
Okay, guys. Just like I said, Slipstream, it no longer removes that buff, the healing buff that you get. So, Tano, you're going to be my hero today. You have to make sure the timing is as
10
best as we can
seconds.
get it. Yeah, as best as we can get it to make sure that when we do transition, everybody's buffs are getting ready to fall off and we don't have to sit there and wait. Okay, guys, so just a reminder, Slipstream no longer removes the buff, so you have to sit here and wait if it's still on you. Take the Slipstream once it goes off and avoid all the jellyfish because it will add the healing buff on you and then you're screwed from there. You saw what happened to Kale last week when he scienced it, so.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Otherwise, everything's still the same. Kale, you and I swapping at 8. Everybody knows to kill the pufferfish. Tana will call that out, so just listen out to his voice. Remember to do your best to stay out 5 yards. Shock pulse, run that out. And healers, just be wary. There is a hard-hitting toxic spine, so that's pretty much it.
You guys have a setup for healer cooldowns before the next stage. So if not, I can use a health stone. I just want to...
We don't, and you're breaking up a lot. Sorry.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh.
Auto shot.
Kenny.
Sorry.
Nope. I'm gonna guess you can't reset.
Wait, we gotta put a feast back up here, don't we?
Yeah, I just wasn't sure if you guys had the cooldowns set up. Just because we end up on heroic, you take a good amount of damage during after the next stage when cavitation starts. So if we're just gonna healthstone it at that point, because there's twice that happens. So
Okay. Well, FYI, these are our very first pulls, just so you know.
so that's why I just wasn't sure. I just wanted to ask.
Right. And there's nothing wrong with asking, but we just, these are things that we have to learn as a guild.
Awesome.
So.
Yeah. So where are those needed? Then you said cavitation. That's
the cooldowns are
switching puff.
Yeah, so the cooldowns are actually needed within 10 seconds of the last pufferfish getting ready to expire to top everyone off so that when the next stage switches and you're moving to the next platform, you can get through without the dot on you.
Okay. This should be simple enough. So the first one before we, like I said, Tano calling out 10 seconds before so we can get all that going. Then me and Moo will use ours, and then the next transition will be Lee and Haley. Then Cell, you can kind of use yours during the fight.
So on the third platform?
Transitioning from second to third. Before we go to the third, you need to top everyone off.
Okay.
Because we'll lose the healing buff, and then I guess it's sounds like it's a damage dot more swimming.
Also, keep an eye out. I feel like there might be a lot of zapping going on when we go to get our buff and with biometric feelers. So healers, just keep an eye out. Things might get a bit dicey there as well.
Yeah, probably let melee grab theirs first range DPS. Like if you don't have any damage taken, you don't need to be hopping in there right away to get the healing buff.
Okay, check for pull.
Junks with the low quality.
I think we're heroing off the bat.
Yeah. What'd you say, Tana?
Low quality flask.
Oh yeah.
Noob.
Oh yeah.
We even have a cauldron.
I guess I missed it. Yeah. All right, I'll have to wait for the second one then. All right, everyone's ready. Let's give this a whirl, see how it looks, and we'll make adjustments if necessary from there.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You said swap at 8, right?
Yeah, 8.
Pufferfish.
next shock pulse. Get ready. Stay spread out, guys.
$15 seconds.
Try to get everyone top.
5. Buff should be
Remember-
wearing off.
Yep. Do not use slipstream if you have the buff. Oh, I forgot. Tanks have different sets. This is fun.
Let me know when.
Go ahead.
Don't forget about the hole.
Spread out 5. Sorry. Shock pulse is incoming. Get ready. Watch the open gaps. Open waters.
Puffer. Second. 15.
Kale, let me keep them. That way your stacks probably should drop off here.
I don't have any
Stacks
stacks.
Yeah, he's getting ready. Okay, all right. See what I was trying to say. So now you have a fresh set. So I was trying to keep it to where I would keep all the stacks and then you could just haul ass right away. But yeah, I guess it still worked out. We're good. Use your health stones if you need to. All right, get in position, /5. Second pots if you haven't used them.
Puffer.
Taunt. Quickly, guys, let's finish him off. Get settle up, please.
Probably get Wolverine up.
DPS. There's no more healing. So all healers should be DPSing now.
GG.
Is it done?
I got a pet finally.
Rising.
Don't forget about the seahorse that you could take to get out of here.
Yes, Sid.
Yeah, I have to find it. I'm not gonna lose it this time. It was a long swim.
All right. As soon as I get back on land, guys, I'm gonna start a timer for a 5-minute break.
Junks, I changed it up on the fly from that. 10 seconds was too short. I ended up doing 5.
Yeah, that's fine. It's your baby, so you know, whatever changes you see fit, I'm okay with.
Yeah, with 10 seconds we were sitting there for a bit without healing, waiting to transition. That's why I moved it down.
Yeah, I think everything else went fine. I think the only thing we can probably change is Kale. I don't know if we should wait until everybody gets their buff and in position to interrupt. I don't know. What do you guys think about that?
That's what we were doing.
I know in the second transition we were cutting it close, getting
Oh,
everybody
really?
at least
Okay.
to the platform.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, obviously we don't want the cast to go off, so well, hold on, let me start the timer. Okay, 5 minutes. Yeah, obviously we don't want the cast going off, so if you feel like, because I feel like you've been doing it every single time, so if you feel like that, hey, we have enough time to kill the pufferfish and
Well
everybody get in
done.
position,
Now to find the last font
and
and
rate
destroy
HP
it.
levels are still good,
The
then
sooner we do
you know, so be
the
it. But
better our chances of foiling
we'll figure it out
Ajara's
next.
mad scheme.
No, our only issue right there is we just need to pump out a little bit more DPS overall, but obviously that's going to come with the gear. Because we're good healing wise, we just got to get a little quicker so we don't get to the end where we can't heal. Like,
Yeah, it won't be a problem. I think once you have more practice with the flow of the fight.
Yeah, I mean, literally that was the first pull we saw. So
I know my
the more we
DPS
see it, the easier.
was
Go
not
ahead.
optimized. My DPS was definitely not optimized because it was timing
Same.
cooldowns and everything with the shock pulse and whatnot.
Drac.
Yeah.
Who was that rogue we had? I forgot his name.
Oh, that Dick.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember.
I forget his name, but I did not like him.
That is.
He consistently
Ah.
pissed me off.
Fuck, let me check my friends list.
And bravo. Cano, you're still friends with him.
He hasn't logged on in fucking like a year.
Yeah, I remember him saying
Drell.
Drell.
That's
what it
right.
was. God, Jesus Christ. Fuck that guy. Yeah, I remember him saying something about him and his girl were about to have a baby, so he had to bounce or something.
Yeah. There aren't many people who I can genuinely say I don't like and don't get along with, but he was one of them. Him and Sin.
I don't know why that guy still plays with us. I thought you keep inviting him, Drac.
I don't know. I feel bad for him, really.
See, you can blame Drell because it was Drell and Necro that got me.
That's true.
They're the two that brought me in.
Thanks, Necro, for bringing in a subpar DK.
I distinctly do not remember it that way.
Well, I mean, Necro had to bring in subpar, so he looks great.
Ooh.
Or did Tano just let himself go after he got in the guild?
Are you pretty much saying Tano just turned into dad bod?
Sure.
Nah, that's what's happening in 8.2. I've stuffed up my rotations this patch. There's actually one thing I'm quite pissed at myself at the moment. I am nowhere near performing as I used to be.
Happens with age. There's pills for it.
Blue and yellow.
Might have to double up.
Necro's a doctor. He can prescribe you.
Hook me up, Necro.
Just get Roman, bro.
Oh, yeah. I see those commercials everywhere now.
What the fuck is that? I legit don't know.
ED pills, like, online. It's like an internet doctor service specifically for guys who have ED.
Dude, I should totally do that. I could probably make more money than what I make now. Just sit at home and prescribe ED pills online? Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
I mean, like, what consultation do you need? like,
Doc, I can't get it up. Here's a pill.
Yeah. All right. Yep. Here's Roman. Take it. That's it. You get paid.
Got any heart problems? I don't care. I'm online anyway.
All right. So I think we got a business going on here. So Necro prescribes them. Drac, you make them. You're the scientist.
All right.
Tano apparently just takes them all.
Tana will take them.
This guard is just fucking me up. Holy shit.
Can I get a summon?
No. Why the fuck are you in here?
I'm in Najtar because I had to go run back.
Why?
To the I had to complete a quest. I got all the ornaments for the crafted stuff.
Oh yeah, I did too.
I wanted to get the next quest, so if we kill another boss, I don't have to. I can get more stuff.
Oh, is there more?
Yeah, you gotta get 200 now.
Yeah, BRB.
But you can keep snacking
Yep.
stack 'em.
Yeah.
I think you can keep.
That's a good
stacking
idea.
them.
Oh,
You can
can you?
stack them now, and they don't consume them all when you turn it in the first quest. It was one of the early hotfixes.
That's true because I still have 2 left over now.
Okay, good. We're
So you
good.
don't have to go back and do it. You'll just stack them up.
Oh, okay, good. So I can still. Never mind.
You'll still earn them towards the next quest.
Okay, I'll wait.
So, Junks, you get the honor guard. I'll take a.
No, you take down our card.
I got the bird.
Drac, don't you fucking run.
Nah, bro, I'm here for you.
I was about to say, I was waiting for someone to hit the summon portal.
This honor guard is wrecking me.
You guys are out of line of sight, by the way. Tends to make healing difficult.
There you go. I'll stand right next to Lee. Heal me, Lee. Since Cell left me for Kale.
Cell left you for the afterlife.
Love triangle.
No one likes a jealous tank.
Cal,
Oh, you know what? I paid good money for Cell. I'm a little disappointed that he left me.
Cell is
I paid
expensive.
more.
I got you.
You're going to die.
Thank you, Lee. Lee saved me. Lee's my new buddy.
Well, dang.
You got me too, Haley. But Lee was there. I ran right to Lee, and he went to town on healing.
You see Lee, damn, back off, my man.
Don't be offended. Junks likes the male healers better.
That's because.
Well, Drac, we have video proof that you do.
What are you talking about?
No, I was a tank. I was a tank at that time.
No, that was when you were on Junks.
No, that was me tanking, I think.
No, you were on Junk.
No, you were healing then. We were Nighthold.
Yeah, we were Nighthold. You were on your priest.
You talking about? I had a nice
OG
ass.
Junk. Yep, that is OG Junks.
I'm 100% certain that was.
I'm getting this up.
Here we go.
JUNKX, Lee. But yes.
Sale, you failed.
KX instead of KC. Yeah. Close.
I even rezzed you, Cal. You're welcome.
He was. It was on Star Augur, right? Yeah, it was Star Augur, and he was standing behind me. I think we were co-tanking, weren't we, Drac?
No.
Probably. I don't know.
No.
You just start tanking then, Junks.
No,
Slam?
Junks, you didn't swap. It was.
But then
Oh,
you
okay.
switched.
Okay, so maybe I was there healing Drac or something like, because maybe he was taking a burst of damage at the beginning or something.
Because yeah, you were certainly on your priest because you didn't swap until Tomb.
No. Well, because Slam left in Nighthold, and someone. No, Junks definitely tanked Nighthold.
I
Might
tanked in Nighthold.
Oh,
I was
it
the
you?
backup tank. That was where the HB started.
Because Slam left in Nighthold, and we had some. I don't know if we found a main tank after that or what, but
No, you know what? I think he's. Yeah, I came in Tomb. I think that's when I started tanking, was Tomb. So
Fine,
Because I was swapped over to Blood. Because I was stirring Necro to swap over to Blood.
no, yeah, it wasn't me, Lee. Sorry.
Look at that. All that CC.
We have an insanely good monk here. His name is Boral.
I don't know if I would say insanely good.
World's
That's
greatest.
overstating.
I
No,
wouldn't
not
even
the
say
monk.
good.
So good he's not in here, doesn't exist anymore.
I would say fairly adequate.
Serviceable.
We needed his mage for one fight only, the blockade, and then he just. Oh, no,
I'm staying on this mage.
Best mage ever.
You know what? I wanted to see your cool heritage armor, but apparently you guys don't have it anymore. No, I'm talking about on your KT. That's lame. Like, that was like one of the first things I remember seeing about a KT, and I was like, oh, dude, their armor is so sweet. Okay, Tanner, you gotta find that video now, because I gotta know what the hell I was doing next to Drac then at the beginning of the fight.
Oh, I found it.
Is that from Toasty when he would cut snippets of the raid?
Let me see. Takes for life. I forgot about that. Okay, I was nowhere near him. Oh wait, no, I am. I don't know what the hell I'm doing all the way over there.
I don't even know what this conversation's about anymore.
I think Kale was talking about Blue Chew.
That's right.
Well, those
Can you change
tornadoes
the
are
lid?
very powerful.
See, Junks, you were on your female human priest.
Man, that priest was hot.
Why are we in the water fighting?
That's your tank, Kenny.
Nope. You know what? Screw it. I'm standing in the water. I'll enjoy that fight. I'll be here.
Oh, what up, Haley?
Yeah, I'm gonna follow you because I don't know where I'm going.
All right, let me just link you. There you go.
Yeah, there's tornadoes hurt now.
So that was right about when Cell came, because I remember Drac, you and I spoke that I was like, okay, we have Cell is here, so he can replace me as a priest, and I can just go to tank.
Okay. Yeah.
But that proved to be a bad move. I should have just stayed healing.
For reals. I don't know what you're doing.
It's okay. I got Lee and Haley now.
I'll trade you.
Yeah, so we can get Cell onto his deca. Make him tank.
Yeah. That was
Junks
good,
back
Cell.
over to healer.
That was a low blow Cell. I was on a uncalled for. I don't think we have a video, but I don't think anybody's ever going to forget that. That's for sure. But I tell you what, we need a video of 10 minutes of Tano's GG last night, nonstop.
What?
I don't even know what. The GG was the most epic thing.
Oh,
You
yeah.
gotta use
true.
both, man. Have some dynamics.
The drop.
Or someone make a rap video of Volcano saying,
Well, that was the original idea. We were supposed to make a video, or Boral. We selected Boral to make a video of all Tanoisms behind a beat.
What,
You
like
can do s-
Ty didn't dodge the fucking
Yeah.
laser?
Dodge of lasers.
That's a good breakdown there.
What's the other ones he has? Oh fuck yeah, that's one.
Oh, fuck yeah.
And GG, of course GG. Oh no, oh god yeah, that's what it was. Oh god yeah.
Wait, I say that?
Oh
Yeah,
god
you
yeah.
Oh, God, yeah, you do.
Fucking hell, that's another one I don't notice.
Mo, did you heal this in normal with me?
The ritual has begun. We all have our parts.
No, I was
to
on my
play.
rogue.
Isn't that so?
But I have
my
healed this.
child?
Do you want to set up a rotation with me for it?
Sacrifice all that I am to serve you.
Yeah, for the intermission.
Gaze upon true devotion,
Yeah, so like
landwalkers.
when I did it with another druid healer, one of us would trank on the first one and tree, the other one would tree, and then for the second one, it would just switch.
Energy from this chamber.
My tranquility is on a 1.4 minute cooldown, so I should be able to go on all of them with you.
Okay.
Okay. No changes on this fight for heroic other than just numerical values on how hard things hit. So obviously we just saw from this trash pull, tornadoes are going to hit a lot harder, and the arcane bombs are going to hit a lot harder as well. So it's more important than ever that we make sure we handle the arcane bombs correctly and that we do our 100% absolute best avoiding tornadoes because those hit like a truck now.
Arcane bomb, we just run it out and the healers dispel us.
Yeah, call out for a dispel with your name, just so the dispellers, the healers know who to dispel right away. But first and foremost, if you get the bomb, just run it to a low traffic area. Basically, we're going to be hanging out towards the closer to the pool and about halfway there. So the back of the platform is what you need to be aiming for. So that's all phase one is. Phase two, obviously we have to find the storm. Kale, the guy we had last week, did you understand what he was saying when you got the big app about positioning?
Vaguely.
Okay, so he was basically just saying take him to if it's on this side, like where we are right now, like basically you would take him here and then turn him around. So his back would be up to this wall, right about where the cookie dispenser is, and then when he does that knockback, everybody's already there and they don't have to run back. They just get knocked back into the wall and then they're already right there to DPS up again. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, so everybody knows that's what we're doing. Kale's gonna put him up against the wall. You guys just make sure you're behind the ad. Keep DPSing. Kale, you might have to just leave a little bit room, just so DPS and can hang up behind him, have enough buffer room to kind of move around. They're not right on his ass or anything. But don't forget, guys, we still have arcane bombs going on during that phase. Make sure we run them out to the edges and get the healers to make sure to dispel that. And of course, don't forget about focus power. We have to interrupt that. That is a high priority interrupt. All right, so I put some markers down. Kale and I, obviously we have X and we have circle, the markers, but just try your best to stay clear of us, just so Kale and I can handle the mechanics that we need to do without any interruption from, or I should say limited interruption from tornadoes. If all you guys are near us, then we're just dealing with all kinds of fucking tornadoes, and I'm trying to limit that as much as possible. Any questions about this particular encounter?
One quick question. You want him facing the wall or facing the...
Facing out. You're going to drag him to the wall and then have him facing the pool. So his back is going to be at the wall, and then all the DPS is going to be behind him, basically right up against the wall. So you need a minute to fix your comms. Oh, you nub.
Junks, where are you guys starting as tanks? Like, where are you gonna be standing?
I think we started between X and Triangle last time, didn't we, Kale? I think we were in this area.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, everybody else can hang out by between X and Blue. Just utilize that space for your tornadoes and your bombs and so forth. Kale and I will probably be closer to X, but utilize between X and Blue. Oh, orbs. So it looks like last week that the inner ring, there was still an orb there. So I still want Kenny and I still want Clay. I want you guys to do your best to use your CDs to clear up one orb per line. I don't need both of you guys clearing the same line. Everybody else, just look for that one opening. Don't run into another orb unnecessarily. Just look for that one opening. Hyper, if you have a, you could use your bubble if you'd like to clear one as well. But if I remember last week, I don't think we ever went more than 2 sets of bubbles to get to the eye. So I think we should be okay for the most part. But everybody else besides the 3 I just mentioned, only Hyper, Kenny, and Clay are going to use their CDs to clear the bubbles. Everybody else, just find the open spot and then get to the eye of the storm.
And I think that'll probably be opposite the first time, and then it'll be back here the second time.
Okay, and then once we reposition back into phase 1 for the second round, I'll tell everybody where to hang out. It really just depends on where me and Kale are, and then we'll go from there. All right, check for pull.
Oh, do we have a food buff?
I can drop a table. Back here.
Ooh, brought us a fancy feast.
Fancy feast.
Yeah, kitty chow.
I think Sal has that in his go bag.
Is his emergency, his earthquake bag?
Yeah. How many cats do you have, Sal? Like 8? 6.
That's perfectly reasonable.
That is 4 less than Crazy Cat Lady.
Jeez Louise. All right, everyone's ready. Here we go.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
No escape!
You don't have to prove yourself to us, so.
Power overwhelming!
Remember about those bombs, guys.
Power overwhelming!
Drac, I need you all the way to the right. Way too close to the
All right.
things.
Power overwhelming!
Kel, we might have to get a bit closer. I think we might be out of range of healers.
Power overwhelming!
Units fuck.
All right, guys, get ready for transition. Remember the 3 people I called out. I need you guys to clear the circles. Where we at?
Power overwhelming! Your doom closes in!
Here we go. To the left.
Dispel Drac.
Ordering dispel.
Dispel Jumpy.
What happened right there? Do we not get dispels off?
Unworthy.
Yeah, just wipe it up. So, Kale, you see this glowing thing right over here by this wall?
Yeah, and
That's where we. Yeah, go ahead.
yeah, I was trying to drag him there, and when I flipped him,
Mhm.
when he does the Gale buffet
Yeah.
it sends me flying to the center.
Yeah, I would think the tank should have their back against the wall as well.
Okay.
Like I don't see anything that does cleave damage in the front to where we all can't just stack in front of him.
Well, I mean, yeah, I guess we could do that then. Just turn him around, so he's facing everybody. Okay. Yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine with that, Kale.
Are we always going to go left there?
What do you mean? Doing a transition?
Yeah, or is there? I guess can he also spawn closer
random.
right?
Yeah, I mean, it spawned literally right next to Kale, so he just had to clear one bubble, and he was right there.
So I think last time we had it spawn further away where we didn't have a door behind it for the first one.
Okay, so phase one went by pretty clean. Obviously, phase two, where things kind of fell apart. I totally forgot that there was a separate, another set of ads. So I used Matt script too early, so there was a bunch of ads, chain lightning like crazy out there. So that's partially my fault. Let's just make sure that we have a set location. Just remember, guys, if we're by the stairs, Kale's taking him right to that wall. So that's where we need to be. And he's going to have him facing the wall and just basically stack on the tanks. I'll be there as well. You can't miss us. We got the X and orange markers. And of course, we are nuking down the big ad, but we need to cleave down the smaller ads as much as possible as well.
And interrupt them.
Correct. I'll drop a table here.
That chain lightning was hitting for between 35 and 40k.
Hey, Junks, I got some sanguinated feasts if you want me to drop them next.
How old are they?
Yeah.
Just trying to get myself food poisoning.
Okay. All right. So let me clarify one more time. Since we're already here, we're just going to start on this side. Let me drop an additional marker here. So Kale and I, we're going to be closer to the green marker. We're going to be hanging out right about purple. Okay. Everybody else needs to be pretty much. I would like for everybody to be pretty much from orange onwards, orange to moon, from over there. That way, Kale and I are dealing with limited tornadoes instead of a whole bunch. Obviously, healers are going to be more towards orange, so that they can stay in range of the tanks as well. So everybody else needs to be going to basically orange to moon. Does that make sense to everybody?
Yep.
And then, of course, we just do that with whenever we reset to a new location, we just do the same thing. Tanks will be a bit closer to, whichever marker it is. The healers will be the next ones that are closer, and then everybody else will be at the further mark. Check for pull. All right, everyone's ready. Here we go.
Stamina.
5, 4,
Thank you.
3, 2, 1.
Your doom closes in. Weak.
Let's go
I
play
missed.
up.
Power overwhelming.
Dispel Drac.
Power overwhelming. Power overwhelming.
Oh, don't dispel those right away, guys.
Yeah, wait on those.
All right, traps are going out.
Power overwhelming. Your doom closes in.
We're on X.
To the right.
Remember, Kale's going to take him towards the wall. Everybody just stack up on the tank. Make sure your back is to the wall. Nicely done. Wrap up these ads. All right, so Kale going to be on the left side of X. Everybody get on the blue side.
Power overwhelming. Power overwhelming.
Dispel Jumpy.
One healer down, guys. Keep it clean.
Overwhelming.
Dispel Scene.
Power overwhelming. Power overwhelming. No escape.
Back to the other wall. Get those out, guys. Get those out.
Oh, well, it's not good.
All right, regroup, regroup. Take those bombs out, guys.
Arcane Bomb on Drac. Dispel.
Wrap up these ads.
Spell.
All right, same positioning as we started the fight.
Worthy. Power overwhelming.
DPS to the left.
Worthy. Power overwhelming.
Zal, get to the left. You're going to be out of range for healers. Let's get Haley up, please. Life blooms.
Worthy.
Dispel Drac.
I'm over by X.
Going for a run.
I think the Zal is going.
Mine's instant.
Dispel Hyper.
Second pots if you haven't used them.
Do we get more intermissions or no? Yeah, so it looks like it.
Yep.
Power overwhelming.
Can you spell tides?
Closes
Back
in.
to the other wall. Get these dispels out, guys. All right, this one's got to be clean, guys. Get those bombs out. Try to position yourself against the wall. Bombs out. Nicely done. Wrap up these ads. Same position.
Power overwhelming.
Everybody to the right of the X. Tanks are to the left of the X. Keep it clean, keep it together.
Power overwhelming.
Spell tide.
Okay, let's go in a little bit more.
Power overwhelming.
Nicely done.
GG.
Nope, other way.
I blame Cell.
Oh yeah, finally have enough reliquaries.
Same. So good.
Looks like a lot of us do. What's up with Slam Drac? Is he still playing?
I don't think so.
Do we need to click this orb up here?
Let us
I
see
don't
how
know.
brave Ashvane is without a magical shield to
Didn't we
protect
get them
her.
all? Or just the last one over here, I think? Oh,
Did that emote thing there just say that David Barry was down?
yeah.
We had a deal, Ishara. Give me the power you promised.
Oh, I intend to. I merely wanted our guests to bear witness to your glorious ascension.
No! Not like this! What?
Is that honor guard CCable?
Somebody can just trank shot or soothe him when he goes all berserk.
Consider
that
our
works.
bargain complete.
What's wrong, Junks?
Playing it smart?
Oh, when I'm up there getting my face pounded in, you're like, Kale's got. But when you have to deal with it,
Do you want to go down the list of cooldowns? I'll gladly go down the list of cooldowns here. Go ahead, you start. I'm sure you'll end by the time we get to Ashvane.
Bubble, Lay on Hands, Avenging Wrath, Art Defender, Guardian King.
No, you're doing good, Lee. Don't worry. I'm just giving Kill a hard time.
Haven't even gotten to the Azerite traits yet.
Yeah.
Can I count Cell's Wings as a cooldown as well?
Yeah, because he only gives them to you. I guess so.
No, he gives them to me too.
They just don't work on Tana.
Yeah, they do.
Ooh, tired of being called.
Say what? I get wings all the time, like accidentally. Just in a fight that's going fine, suddenly I have wings. I'm like, is there a problem?
He has to use them.
Mecha. I kept getting them on Mecha.
Just saying, if you go down Junks, I'm running.
What? What happened?
Just watching people die. Kale included.
I got two-shotted.
I'll just kite him.
Oh, I haven't seen these wings in a long time.
Yeah, they enrage. You gotta use Trank Shot on them. Or Soothe.
I don't have Drink Shot as Beastmaster. Or I'm blind and just can't find it.
I would think they would give it to all hunters, wouldn't they? That's kind of a new thing they would have added with BFA was enrage could get soothed.
Okay, guys, I'm actually going to have us take a 5-minute now. We're already close to top of the hour, so we'll take a 5 now. We'll get the explanation in, and then we'll use the rest of the night to get some pulls in.
Yeah, I don't have a Drink Shot.
I am so gonna get this new freaking Azerite trait. Oh, heart trait.
You gotta get rank 3, that's where it's actually really good. Because it increases your damage when you use it.
Gotta make sure we leave the Warlock with 2 other. That's for hot running back.
Need one more person to click.
So the thing with my condensed life force top is it's better than the tier 2 lucid dreams.
Oh yeah, lucid dreams.
That's just level 1.
The good old original one is best for us at rank 2. Well, condensed life force might be better at 2, but it at 2 nothing at 1 beats Crucible at 2. Unless you're AoEing, then use focusing iris. Which reminds me, I gotta unspec that.
Yeah, see, I don't have Crucible at 2.
Yeah,
I'm not
you need some heart
54
levels.
yet.
Focusing
Gotta get
iris is
summoned.
pretty good. If you get to Mythic 7. Yeah, I'm like working towards rank 3 stuff now. But yeah, condensed life force is really good at 3 because when the elemental does damage, it increases your damage by like 5% or something like that. So it's just like it's way stronger at rank.
Oh yeah, condensed like skyrockets. It's the highest scaling one.
Yeah, and it's because of that rank 3 addition that it gets.
Yeah, see, for me, I've only got freaking rank 1, but I've only got Memory of Lucid Dreams as a rank 2, so it's still the highest thing. Once I get Crucible, then that's higher. Then Condensed 2, yada yada yada. I have a feeling I'm going to be bouncing between Crucible and Condensed.
When fights like that, that one we just did there, where all those ads spawn, it like Iris is really good. Especially if you've got a tank to pull them all together like a DK.
Oh yeah.
Tide, what was it was the third shield, right? You were heroing on?
I don't recall exactly.
I think it was the
We
last
did it
one,
in
the
like
third
one or two pulls, didn't we? I think
No.
the third one is the last one that
Yeah. Yeah, it's the third one. Yeah, that's the biggest one she's gonna. So we'll keep it that way for this encounter. All right, let's see who's back.
Alright, I'm back. Can I please get a summon? Thank you.
get tied to get summoned.
I still need to summon.
I've been asking. Guess I'll start right.
How do we manage to have 2 portals?
Lee, Clay, Cell, Scott, you guys back?
Yep.
Okay, as long as you guys are in Discord, so I can start talking about this encounter. Cell, Scary Scott. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
Cell. Yeah, okay, Scott's back. Cell.
Yeah, I can hear. I'm away, so I can't push the top.
Gotcha. Yeah, sorry, Zell. So,
Yeah, I said I was back.
oh, I didn't hear you.
I typed.
No, he typed it.
Okay, all right. So, Kale, I'll start off with us. Our changes are, remember that we're still going to keep her on the edge of the room, and we're still going to move clockwise. But it's more important now that we keep the puddles nice and tight because they do not despawn the entire encounter. They will be going the entire time. So what we're actually going to do is we are going to start. Kale, I want you to start her on blue. All right, and then basically once that first pool of crap drops, then we're just going to slowly move clockwise all the way around the room. If we have to do our best to keep her as close to the wall as possible. If I'm not mistaken, if we do that, half of the pool of crap that she drops ends up being inside the wall or something like that. I'm not entirely sure. That one kid was talking about it last week. I thought he said something to the tune of that, but
I
either
think
way.
what he was pointing out is you want to just tank her like kind of right on the edge of the last one to maximize.
Right. Yeah. Well, yeah. That's part two. We have to take her to the edge and then so that they overlap. But there was also something about how it overlaps into the wall as well. So
yeah, because they'll spawn at her center point outward. So if she's right on the edge. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So that's our change, Kale. For everybody else, the only changes in heroic we're dealing with are, I believe, I don't know exactly how many corals are going to be spawning, but it just says they're going to be more. So Kale, in the event if there's a coral that spawns right next to her, we might have to. Well, actually, no, I take that back. We will have to move her because those bubbles that come out of the corals, we can't have them hit her right away. So we'll have to move her. We might lose some space, but that's much more important over having the bubbles hit her.
Yeah, I'd say Junks, as long as there's a small gap, you just have melee stand there, and then they'll intercept it.
Okay. All right. And then the briny bubbles, still the same thing. Just run ahead of the group or ahead of the tanks. If you do get the debuff, just run ahead of the tanks and just stack up together. And then everybody else needs to get to those targets to DPS them once they get stun locked, so we can break them out of the. Is it ice blocks or bubbles? I can't remember what they were in. I think it's ice blocks. I think they get frozen.
I think it's bubbles.
Is it bubbles? Okay. All right. So those are the only two changes that's going on. If the bubbles personnel, if you guys are too close, it affects other people. So you have to make sure you're at a good distance. But the main thing is just get ahead of the tanks, stack up together, let your debuff expire. When it does, everybody else move to the bubbles to DPS them, get them out as soon as possible. All right, so this is going to be our first real check. The first three bosses were kind of so-so-ish, but this is going to be our first real check dealing with this particular boss right here. Everything else is still the same. I explained what we're doing. We're going clockwise, what the tanks are going to be doing. Kale, you remember our swaps. I think we have Bash, we have Bubble. I really think it's just those two things, Bash and Bubble, that we have to taunt off of. Everybody else, remember to dodge the swirlies. One swirly is Upsurge, the other one is Coral Growth. So just and if I remember correctly, as soon as we start the encounter, those swirlies are going out immediately. So make sure that you are ready to move in the event that you are caught within the range of one. Okay, if everybody remembers, she does have a shield. The idea is to break off that shield. Once the shield is broken, that's when phase 2 starts. We have to get as much DPS into her as possible until the shield regenerates. Once it regenerates, it's going to be stronger, and then the third one is going to be the strongest. So the idea, I suppose that's our end rage is sometime after the third shield. If we don't get her down by then, we'll probably be wiping at that point. Okay, and then everybody remembers the Arcing Azurite. So since we have a lot more corals to deal with, I remember last week we basically had one group that was just kind of left out, that didn't have to take care of corals. Now I anticipate that all 3 groups will be taking care of corals, so we need to make sure we stay on top of that with phase 2. If you're targeted with corals, I mean with Arc and Azurite, just make sure that you and your partner are making sure that you're zapping, the line that's zapping between you goes through a coral, so we get rid of them. Kill. If you remember, it also targets one of us, so we'll have to run out to make sure that we zap one of the corals as well. All right, so let me drop. Actually, yeah, I'll drop a table. Let me drop a table. We'll get some couple pulls in and see how things look. Kale, can you drop some feasts? Let's use those. Sanguinated.
Last one.
Okay.
I've still got some bountiful cap.
I want to reiterate what Tide said. I don't
Exact
know if
same as
everyone saw
saying.
that. You don't have to go like 100 yards away from the boss in front of him when you do that, because I know last time we had a few that ran a little far, so we had to catch up.
Yeah, for the bubbles when you get targeted. Just 20 yards, so not real far ahead of the boss. But it should be ahead of the direction they're dragging the boss. That way we would naturally move towards it.
Okay, ready to check for bull. All right, everyone's ready. Here we go.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
No! I'll tear you apart!
All right, here come burning bubbles.
Like the rats you are!
Stack on X. Come to X. All right, break us out, guys. Everybody, all DPS on the bubbles. We got one towards the middle of the room as well. Don't forget about.
Make sure you're absorbing the orbs that are moving towards there. I see one moving. Nobody absorbing it.
Next bubble's incoming. Remember, be quick.
Your corpses will feed the depths!
All right, break them out, guys. Everybody over there.
Impossible!
All right, Arc and Azurites, remember, we've got to clear these chlors. We got a lot of them. Try to double up as many as you can.
Azurite is mine to wield!
Take.
Yep, I got her. Clear up as many as you can. Try to double up.
Nice job about the yellow.
How long I've waited for that! Drown like the rats you are!
Stack on orange, guys. Get to orange if you got a bubble. All right, break them out. Let's go. Grab her. Track, come to this one. We're over here. All right. Go ahead. Do what you gotta do.
You should chance.
Right by 2 of them. Gonna watch those bubbles.
Drown like the rats you are.
Everybody get to orange.
How long I've waited for that. How long I've waited for that. Your corpses are...
Get to X.
It's 2-minute bubbles.
Yeah.
We're not gonna be able to handle that.
That's a wipe. Go ahead and just wipe it up, guys.
This is gonna be a fun one, boys.
Yeah. Kale, you or I sincerely screwed that one up. I forgot to mention the part where we're supposed to turn her around. She was eating up a lot of unnecessary space.
Yeah,
with
I
those
realized that
bubbles,
halfway through.
I know we're putting the it's a stacking dot, so try not to soak up a lot of them, like 1 or 2, and let other
You
people do it.
you only soak 1. You don't want to get 2 stacks. It really hurts.
Yeah.
Because I did it once, but like unintentionally, I got 2. So definitely don't try to get 2.
Yeah, there shouldn't be any reason to have more than one.
Yep, we just gotta rotate through the raid. And just make sure different people are soaking throughout. It's only like a 30 or 40 second debuff, so it does go away fairly quickly.
24 seconds, I believe.
Oh, is it? Okay. Yep.
3 stacks said it was ticking for like 97,000, so kind of hurt.
Tano, can you drop a feast?
Yeah, I could
Yeah,
tell. I was
once I get
taking a
there.
lot of healing at 2.
Do you want it to be kind of like the rune thing? If you don't have a stat, go get.
Yep.
Also, they do a lot of splash damage when somebody absorbs them, so try not to do them back to back. You'll hear the big splash, and it was really hitting our raid when we hit 3 of them at the same time.
Yeah, I think it will look a lot better this time around. Again, like I said, that one's on me, guys. I totally forgot to tell Kale that we need to turn her around. She was eating up a lot of space, meaning that if there is a coral close to her, we probably might have the luxury of moving the coral a bit more, just so people can have a better idea of okay where the orbs are coming from. So we'll see how it looks on this poll. Let's get these raid buffs out. Check for pull.
Shit.
Let it
So
all out.
when we're blowing up the coral with the marks and all, do we want to run to the other side of the room to do that?
As far as you can to get as many as you can.
Yeah. Real quick, Drac was Drac and I had a misunderstanding. Real quick, as far as the arcs go with the tank, the tank is going to be moving very limited because we got to be able to react quickly to anything that happens to the other tank. So just FYI, if you are marked with the tank, you have to be extra careful to realize, okay, where the tank is. Kale and I are going to make the effort to line up properly with you, but just FYI, be ready that, hey, look, this might be something where I need to align myself with the tank to try to get as many corals as well. But of course, we need to make sure that if something happens to the other tank is ready to rock and roll as well. So Drac, that was my fault. I was trying to get you to go up to the closer coral.
Yeah, I didn't even see the coral there until it was too late.
Yeah, no worries, no worries. But that was something that popped up that I wanted to tell everybody else, that if you do end up getting targeted with the tank or partnered with the tank, just be ready to rock and roll with any dicey situations. Okay, everyone's ready. Here we go. Wait a minute, I need a flask. Okay. Here we go.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
No! I'll tear you apart!
Next bubbles are incoming.
Your corpses will feed the depths.
Come to X. Everybody on the bubbles. Let's go.
Get junks out quickly.
Got her.
How long I've waited for that!
You want me to hold her kill or are you good?
I should be good.
Next set of bubbles incoming.
Your corpses will
Got her.
feed the
We gotta be quicker on DPS, guys.
How long I've waited for impossible!
Do you want to tell
Yeah. No. Yeah, get him up.
Azerite is mine to wield! Your corpses will feed the
Get to the orange tank. Next partners are incoming. I gotta go.
You should have killed me when you had the chance! Drown like the rats you are!
Get to the next tank. Quickly, everybody on us. Let's go. Get tank out first, please.
Die, vermin! How long I've waited for that!
Next set of bubbles incoming. Get ready.
Drown like the
Better.
rats you are!
Nicely done, folks. Keep it up. Good work.
Hold on. And you get one more at the bottom.
Your corpses will feed the depths.
Quickly, on the bubbles, guys.
How long I've waited for that.
Get X out. Gotta go.
Impossible!
Get Caleb.
Azurite is
Grab her,
mine
Cal.
to wield.
Got her.
And you got a lot more corals in this next one.
Your corpses will feed the depths.
We gotta be quick. Oh, Jesus Christ. Single target X.
Oh god, I'm in a... Blue's gonna go right through. Careful, Junks.
Yep. I'm good.
You should have killed me when you had that chance.
Alright, Kill. We're gonna have to rinse and repeat and just use the inside edge. Be wary, guys. We're gonna be losing real estate.
Drown like the rats you are.
All hands on deck on these bubbles. Let's go.
How long I've waited.
Yeah, that's too many corals.
Yeah. Otherwise, dude, guys, that was great. That was really, really good. We got a really good look on how this encounter is going to go the entire time. So we all know the mechanics. We all know the abilities now, what we're dealing with. It should be pretty straightforward here. Now it's just cleaning things.
And also doing a shit ton more DPS.
Yeah, yeah.
Is there any, is there any, like, arrangement when the icon partners thing happens for the coral bursting? Is there, like, a ranged person gets one and then a melee gets one, anything like that?
No, it's random. Clay and I both had it.
Okay.
Yeah, that'd be too easy then if they made it that way.
Kel, I need your thinking cap, man. What can we do to tighten this up?
Nah, that right there was just pretty much corals. That second time we didn't get enough down. We still had like 6 up when we got into that third shield.
Well, I just feel like there's something we're missing where we could probably squeeze in some more room.
Nah, space wasn't
There
the
is.
issue.
No, space was fine, Junks. It was just the corals.
Okay. So then top priority for phase 2 is knocking out multiple corals. We got to be quick on identifying the corals where they are, and then pre-positioning, or not pre-positioning, but doing our best to knock out as many corals as possible.
And it is important to say if you're melee and you have a range partner, the range partner should try to get to behind some of the far corals, but make sure that you're not destroying the same corals up close as somebody else. Because that's what happened that time we got 2 and 8. I think we had people all standing by the same coral on the near side.
Don't be afraid, guys, to communicate in that phase. That's perfectly fine. If you know your partner and your partner you feel like is in a wrong spot, I'd rather have you guys say something so we can knock out more corals instead of taking out one, you know? So yeah, certainly. So what do you... Red right, yellow mid, blue left. What do you mean?
You're gonna have different angles, so it's gonna be hard to
Okay.
really
Yeah.
do.
I see what you're saying. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's just got to be quick, guys. That's something that you got to be sharp as soon as it comes out. I'll do my best to call it out to kind of give you guys a heads up. Hey, it's incoming. You can start prepping your mind that, all right, you know, I need to start really looking where the corals are, positioning, and then if you get targeted, you can move it exactly right away where you need to go. Thank you, Haley.
Remember, tanks will always take the coil that is closest to the ball.
Kale, so I was thinking maybe if we do it at an angle. I saw you doing that for quite some time. Is that what we should be aiming for?
Yeah,
Or does it matter?
It doesn't really matter, but I was trying to find the closest spot because of the area is rounded, so it leaves just a little spot right here in the.
Okay. All right. So Tano, with the positioning that Kale and I have, my visibility is extremely limited because once I put my back up against this wall, the camera zooms in automatically, so I can't really see much going out there. I'm gonna need your eyes to call shit out that's not going right, as far as what's going on the field of play. All right.
I'll only find out if it after the fuck up. That's the thing with because it's literally just the corals. I won't know until after the corals have been blown up whether or not we got enough.
Okay. Anything that's blatantly obvious, I just need you to call it out. I wasn't calling out anything that repositioning or anything other than, you know, the abilities that were coming in. So I anticipate, yeah, like you said, there's probably not much we have to do. But if there's anything that's blatantly obvious, yeah, I need you to call it out because I won't be able to see shit.
Yeah, it's literally just the corals not coming, didn't hit as much as those. And it is a DPS check as well.
Yeah.
This is the DPS check.
Mm-hmm. Also, range personnel, make sure when I'm calling out these bubbles, that's your cue to start scooting in closer, because we need DPS on that immediately. If you can, single target X or circle. That way that tank can get out immediately, because right now what Kale and I are noticing is as soon as we get bubble, that's when the tank mechanic goes out and we need to swap immediately, as fast as possible. So when the bubbles go out, single target X or circle, get some good cleave in. Once X or circle's out, then we can get everybody else out. All right, check for pull. All right, everyone's ready. Here we go.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
No! I'll tear you apart! How long I've waited for that!
Reposition her.
Your corpses will feed the depths!
Stack up. Everybody get on bubbles. Nicely done.
How long I've waited for that.
We've got 2 dead junks.
Yeah, wipe it up.
Die, vermin. Corpses will feed the dead. How long I've waited for that.
Your shield did not work, Kale.
Yeah, I was testing that one out.
Okay, remember, when you get bubble, just find X or circle. That's it. That's who you want to stack on. Don't try to pre-position yourself. Just run straight to that tank and keep running with that tank until you guys are frozen. It's vital that we're all close as possible to help out with AoE DPS. One more time, guys. Remind me. I know somebody said it. These orbs are they doing a lot of damage when you soak?
Raid wide?
10%. Okay.
Yeah, about that. But just whenever you get 5 or 6 coming in at a time, and we're trying to top everyone off, and then they all of a sudden lose 50% of the health, it kind of hurt.
Okay. Scott. Yeah. Don't be. Okay. All right. Yeah. So keep that up, Scott, and don't be afraid to call out a CD if you need to. That's what I'm relying on you for, is to call out. If you need a trank, or if you need a revival or a divine hymn, whatever you need, make sure you call it out just to top these groups up.
Do you want us to wait for him to call them out to use them, or just use them when we think we need them?
Oh, the big hits are pretty consistent, so. I mean, because the only big ones, between you 2 druids and Cell are your big heals. Mine and Lee's aren't. We heal everyone for maybe 25% of their health, so it's nothing too big, and I get mine back fairly quick with.
But did you want me to wait to use my tranquility until you call for me to use it?
Keep using them as you guys are.
Yeah, I mean, we're doing fine for now.
Yeah,
It's whenever we're getting too many corals is the issue, and I don't think our cooldowns will save us either way.
Okay. Everyone's ready. Here we go.
Five.
Right when she gets into
4,
position, junks
3,
take her.
2.
Okay.
1.
Are you talking about that first?
Yeah.
Oh, got you. Bubbles are incoming. Range DPS creep in.
Drown like the rats you are. Impossible!
Clear these corals up when Arcane Azurite comes in. Remember, the goal is to get as many as possible. Here it comes.
Drake, I'm staying here.
Staying here.
Okay. Got her.
Don't know how that missed the one I was next.
Drown like the rats you are.
Get to X tank. Range, get ready. On the bubbles, let's go. Quickly, quickly. Quickly. Are you good, Kel?
Yep.
Okay.
Wait, no. 2 stacks.
Alright, I got her.
No coral.
You had that chance.
It's how we want it. Good.
Got a rippling wave in 1 sec.
Immediately try to soak it. Stand in between them.
How long I've waited for that. Drown like the rats you
Get to the X tank. Range, get ready. Let's get us out. Single target deck. Got her. Next set of bubbles, get ready. Range creep in.
How long I've waited. Drown like the rats you
Got her. Single target circle.
How long I've waited for that.
Watch these swirlies. Good job, folks. Keep it up.
Hold off on bubbles.
He's gonna hit melee.
Die, vermin. Drown like the rats.
Get to the X tank. Range, get ready to DPS.
Impossible.
Bubbles are up. Let's go. Quickly, quickly. We need a DPS Urge as well. Honor. Let's go.
Arcing. 3 seconds.
Azurite is mine to
Taking the far right.
I'm staying here, Kel. We're good. Somebody lined up with the X tank. Yellow.
Someone needs to get the real far one on the next arcing.
I got the furthest one that time.
Get out the bubbles. Let's wrap up these corals on the next Arcane Azurite.
I got the far
Alright,
one.
Kel.
Hyper, I'm staying here.
Nice.
Nicely done.
Good job.
How long I've waited for that. You should have killed me when you had the chance.
Do you want Tanua?
Yes.
Rippling wave in 5.
Bro, can you hit your bloodlust? Thank you. Now I get.
Bubble coming in.
Yep, get ready, guys. It's got to be quick.
Your corpses will
Got her.
We got Rippling Wave in 5 again. Watch that melee one.
Bubbles are up. Get him out. Oh, yeah, I don't have anybody here to soak.
My energy dwindles.
I'm gonna take bubble.
Drown like the rats you are.
We're going to go back the way we came for. We got some more room to work with that way.
Your corpses will feed the depths.
Follow X. Follow X.
Die.
All right. That's what
Whoa.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Wipe it up.
Yeah.
How long I've waited for that.
Yeah, I was trying to get where we're going to reverse direction is what I was trying to say. And I was trying to get everybody to follow me, just like we normally were. Yeah, it's a bit of a DPS check too.
Yeah, we need a lot more DPS.
Yeah, mana's hurting quite a bit.
Yeah, we didn't even get through that shield, I don't think, did we?
No, we
Is
didn't.
she getting any of the bubbles?
One slight
at all?
adjustment.
Because I know they increased the.
Yeah, that increases their shield by 10% of her health or something. So she can't get any bubbles. So it's definitely has to be avoided.
I'm just wondering if she is, and that's something we're just not noticing.
Nah, I didn't see her get any bubbles. She should be.
Yeah, go ahead, Gale.
When Barnacle Slam comes in and bubbles right after it, whoever took the slam just take the bubble, and then that way we're not doubling up on the.
One more time.
Like
So-
if Barnacle Slam comes in and then bubbles right after it, whoever took that slam, just keep her until bubble goes out, so we're not doubling up on the. So if I get slammed and I see bubble is about to happen, I'm just gonna keep her until bubble goes out. Then we'll swap versus swapping on slam and then having to swap back on.
I'm sorry, man. I'm not following.
Every time we take Barnacle Slam, we get a debuff that where the next slam is going to do 150 or some extra. So if she hits me with slam, and then Briny Bubble is coming in, I'm going to hold her, take the bubble, then you swap off me, and you'll take the next slam. Versus if you swap after that slam, you take the bubble, and then I still get punch damage.
All right. Just call it out for me then. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not really understanding what you're trying to say. I feel like that's what we're doing, right?
No, we're swapping. Because it's either you taking 2 slams back to back while I'm stuck in a bubble, or I'm taking 2 slams back to back while you're stuck in.
Okay, and it's not going to mess up with getting the bubbles out. Is that?
No,
I need to make sure that doesn't happen.
So
No,
you're
no, it's-
thinking whoever she has targeted is getting bubbled?
Yeah, that's exactly what's happening. Is once she slams Junks, I taunt, I get bubbled. Junks has taunt back. He's already got the debuff to take extra damage.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll call it out.
Okay. Here we go.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You! I'll tear you apart! Die, vermin!
Switch back.
Drown like the rats you are!
Okay. So you're just gonna hold her until the bubble. Is that what you're saying?
Yep. Well, actually, no. You take her on this one.
I'm sorry, man. I'm not understanding this. It seems like a lot of confusing taunting right here. But I get what you're saying. I'm
Get
just
ready to
having
break corals.
Okay, so am I taunting now?
Azerite is mine to wield!
Focus on breaking coral.
We got the far ones.
Die, vermin! Your corpses will feed the depths!
Break bubble.
I got this one now. Or not.
Wait, what?
You need to be. Whoever my blue partner is too far over.
You should have killed me when you had that
We were both there with.
Yeah, but it's where your partner. It's really narrow, the line.
Yeah, looks like you gotta go like dead nuts in the center of the coral. So
Yeah, I was behind it, but it's where the other one line is, where it connects. Because there was coral there too.
I got her kill. I don't know. So I'm sorry, dude.
Yeah,
I'm not
yeah, we're
getting-
just
I'm
gonna
not getting
disregard.
what yeah, talk to me after raid, because you're right. We're getting 2 stacks, and that's not good. But I just need you to really break it down for me to understand.
How long I've waited for that!
Get those bubbles.
Die, vermin! Your corpses will feed the depths.
Don't get another bubble yet.
How long I've waited for that.
This one going to her. Can't get in cold.
That's all right. Yeah, we got a lot of people dying. Just go ahead and wipe it up. We're gonna call it there, guys. It's obviously this is it's a gear check. We just don't have the gear right now to be executing this on the level that we want to.
How long is this?
Good news is we know how the mechanics work. I'd like to think practically we beat this encounter. We just didn't have the gear. we had some pretty long. Yeah, we had some pretty long pulls there. So what that tells us is we probably will go back to normal. See if we can get some more gear. Otherwise, keep doing the things to get you gear. If you're upgrading Benthic to 425, keep doing that. Mythic Plus. We always have some groups going out there for Mythic Plus and Mechagon. So that's our homework, guys. We need to make sure we get our eye levels up so we can attack this in the manner that we want to.
Hell yeah.
If anyone's gonna be here tomorrow, should we do a normal run to get it for the week? Because we just did Ajara this week on normal.
Yeah, that's true. I will not be on tomorrow.
So pug it if you can do it tomorrow.
Yeah. I'll be on if we can get a group. I'm in. Let's just say if you can get on, we'll plan on starting around 9 o'clock or so. And if we can get a group, great. If we can't, then oh well.
9 a.m.
No, sir.
Usual raid time is what I'd say.
Shall we talk business?
Yes.
The Proudmoors will protect us, as they always have.
To honor one's ancestors is a noble pursuit, but one must always remember to honor the elements as well.
Peruse what the currents have brought me. Waste not what the water provides. I offer what I can. We have reached.
Thank you.